I recently went on an intimacy retreat in Greece and participated in a lot of different workshops. And in my last video, I did a full deep dive into the whole retreat experience, but now I want to make a series talking about some of the specific workshops and themes that really stuck with me. And this video is about a kissing workshop, which honestly was one of my top 3 favorite workshops of the entire retreat. Now, if you don't know who the hell I am, hello, my name is Ali and I am a sex education student with the Sexual Health Alliance. And basically, I like to learn things about sex, intimacy, relationships, and come on here and share them with you. I like to try different things. I travel a lot and share those experiences with you because at the end of the day, I know a lot of people are really scared to try some things on their own. You know, they're curious, but they're scared, or they don't even know these things exist. So I like to bring them to your attention, and maybe, or maybe not, they will help you in some way and enrich your life. Now, you're probably thinking one of the 2 things right now. Either I would never participate in a kissing workshop. Like, what if I get stuck kissing someone that's like, ew, I don't want to kiss? Or the complete opposite. That sounds fucking amazing. Sign me up immediately. Honestly, I did a poll on my Instagram a while ago asking people, and I think like 95% of you said that you would absolutely want to participate. But yeah, both reactions are valid. Now, one of the reasons I chose to participate is because I love kissing. Like love kissing. I personally went into this workshop thinking, I don't need any kissing tips. Like, I'm already an excellent kisser. Okay, there are many things in the world that I am insecure about in terms of myself. But kissing, I am very confident. I've got tricks, I've gotten good reviews. It is one of my natural talents, okay? So let me have this. But seriously, kissing is hot, and we honestly don't talk about kissing enough. It is the gateway into so many erotic experiences. It's connection, it's tension, it's chemistry, it's play, and sometimes I think making out can be a lot more intimate than sex. Like, I could make out with someone for hours. I could kiss them for hours. But sex, like penetration or oral, things like that, no, I can't. But kissing, yes. And the reality is, a lot of people aren't actually confident kissers, or they've never really had an opportunity to explore kissing in a playful, safe environment. So when I saw kissing workshop on the schedule, I was like, yes, I will be there. Now, the workshop was facilitated by 2 of my most favorite facilitators from the retreat, named Till and Shikra. And visually, they look like if unicorns in Candyland had a baby. They're colorful, they're playful, they're warm, they're magical humans, and they work a lot in the kink and intimacy space, facilitating workshops around connection, consent, play, embodiment, exploration. And one thing I immediately noticed about them was how safe they made people feel. Because let's be honest, a workshop about kissing strangers could feel very awkward or intimidating, but they had this incredible ability to create a container where people relaxed almost immediately, and everything felt like intentional, playful, consensual, and welcoming. I actually took a few workshops with them throughout this retreat, and every single one was just beautifully facilitated. So before anything started, they talked about consent, obviously, but not in like a cold or clinical way, more in the way that reminded everyone that consent can actually feel caring, sexy, playful, connective. They also talked about how kissing is one of the first way humans bond. It's vulnerable. You know, you're inches from someone's face, you're breathing together, you're reading energy and body language in real time. And then the activities began. Now, one thing that was important, if you entered the workshop, you had to be open to kissing any gender. So naturally I thought, oh, there's gonna be like 3 men in here. But surprisingly, the group was actually pretty evenly split. I'd say about 25 people total. And because consent came before everything, every exercise involved asking first. So nobody was obligated to participate with anyone. And if someone said no, it was simply no. No weirdness, no guilt, no pressure. You simply moved on to somebody else. And that's part of what made the whole experience feel so safe. Now, the first activity was adorable. Okay, we walked around the room, blowing air kisses to each other while music played, and we would catch the kisses dramatically. I mean, maybe you're listening to this and thinking, okay, this sounds ridiculous, and maybe it was, but it also immediately broke the ice. And then we moved on to like kissing hands and kissing cheeks. And before every exercise, Till and Shikra would do these like super theatrical little demos that just had everyone laughing and feeling really relaxed. And then gradually things slowly became more intimate. At one point, we paired up into active and passive roles. Now the passive person stayed completely still while the active person explored their lips. So gently pecking, teasing, licking, observing, whatever felt natural and consensual. Again, you had to ask the person first. And honestly, that exercise surprised me because it really forced you to slow down and pay attention to another person instead of just like automatically performing. Then came my personal favorite exercise. Oh, the almost kiss. Like, I'm so lit up talking about this subject because I just like, kissing is so nice. It makes me want to do my own kissing workshop. Anyways, the almost kiss. Now, if you know, you know. You're not technically kissing, but your faces are close and you can feel each other breathing. You know, your lips are barely touching and the erotic tension, oh my God. It's crazy, guys, crazy. Like, honestly, it might just be hotter than actually kissing someone sometimes. And then we would have to put a piece of plastic between our mouths and do like the sloppiest kiss possible, which was both horrifying and hilarious at the same time. Then came the Hollywood kisses. So we basically had to pretend that there was a camera in the room filming us and basically deliver the most dramatic, cinematic kiss possible. I'm talking about like the dip or like with the leg up, things like that. And throughout the workshop, the kisses slowly became more sensual and expressive. At one point, they gave us this kissing menu where it had many different options. I don't know where it is right now, but you would go up to someone and either say like, I want a kiss with the jaw and the lips and tongue and like full, kind of like ordering what you want in a kiss. And that was really cool. And at one point we even did a 3-way kiss, which I volunteered to demo for with them, which was really fun. And I also participated in a 5-way kiss, a sentence I never thought I'd actually say ever, a 5-way kiss. I kissed women, I kissed men, I kissed people of all ages, and yes, I kissed a much older gentleman during one of the exercises. And honestly, maybe some people watching this may feel weird hearing that, because when I told some of my friends, they're like, no, you didn't kiss him. But what's interesting was realizing how much the environment changed my perspective. So because we were in this consensual, safe, playful container where everyone was just there to explore connection and experience joy, at one point I actually noticed him standing alone. You know, nobody was going up to him, and I decided to walk over and offer him a kiss. And I remember thinking, why not? Everyone deserves connection, everyone deserves tenderness, everyone deserves play, consensually, of course. Honestly, it was really sweet. I think he appreciated it. I did too. And I was like, you know what? Again, like, everyone deserves to have a little fun. So yes, I slipped my tongue in his mouth. Also, side note, I realized later that this man was married to one of the hottest women I have ever seen in my entire life. I saw her in another workshop and genuinely could not stop staring at her skin and her body. I saw her naked in one of the workshops and I was like, what is her skincare routine? What is she eating? What supplements is she taking? Is she like bathing in collagen? Oh my God. I was like, good for you, man. Good for you. Anyways, by the end of the workshop, everyone looked just completely blissed out, like floating. And at the very end, we all went around the room and shared 3 words describing how we felt. Mine were relaxed, floaty, and horny. Most people shared things like joy, connection, warmth, happiness, freedom. But there were also a few people who shared sadness and frustration. And I really felt for them because while I personally felt very comfortable in that environment, experiences like this can bring up a lot for people, like fear, rejection, shame, loneliness, body image, past experiences, trauma, and so on. And I appreciated that the workshop acknowledged that. So there was actually a cozy corner where people could go if they needed a break for some grounding, or emotional support, or just kind of reset. And some people did use it. And the facilitators were incredibly attentive and took time afterwards to check in with people and unpack whatever emotions came up, which honestly made me respect them even more. Because creating spaces like this responsibly takes a lot of care and skill. And overall, like I said, this was probably one of my top 3 workshops from the entire retreat. I thought it was so beautifully done. I would 100% attend again. And if you are in places like Zurich, Vienna, or Berlin and see Till and Shikra facilitating something that interests you, I genuinely recommend checking them out. I think they're on Instagram and so on. You could check out their page. I think it's Till and Shikra Workshops. They're incredible humans. And honestly, one of the biggest things, this workshop reminded me is how quickly humans can open up to one another when the environment feels safe enough. It's kind of amazing. Give people the right container, the right facilitators, clear consent, and permission to play, and suddenly like strangers are laughing, connecting, kissing, maybe they're naked, exploring, feeling seen within a matter of hours. It honestly was really beautiful. And these facilitators also facilitated the temple space experience I participated in, which was kind of like an intimacy play party environment. And that also deserves its own separate video because wow. And if you want to hear more about the kissing workshop or the temple space and the play party experiences, I did take voice memos in real time while I was there to kind of capture like my emotional processing and what was happening because the week was so crazy. And I uploaded a lot of those to my Patreon so you guys can kind of follow the journey a little bit with me there in real time. So if you want to check that out, you can. And it's also just a really great way to support sex positive spaces like this channel and also support me being your intimacy guinea pig. So yeah, anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video and all about the kissing workshop, and I will see you in the next video. Je vous aime.